Hey guys, welcome to another video on the Inside Spurs show and happy Sunday morning to you all. Happy game day as well. Spurs playing today at 2 o'clock. So just under 5 hours time, Spurs kick off away to Wolves. It's 2 o'clock kickoff if you're not aware. Obviously, we talk about the game today. Talking about really some things that have sort of come out around sort of some injury news, which is a bit of good news. Not for today, but just in general. We talk about the game. Predicted team, kind of, I feel like I've sort of predicted a team that others in the more correspondent world are sort of predicting as well. So we'll talk about that as well. It's been a bit of a weird time really for Spurs fans. Obviously, I would say probably the negativity towards my own hairdo, but negativity towards the whole situation's come out after really the Europa League game. Sometimes playing a game of football can enhance or subdue. And this morning, it's about thinking, can this be a subdue moment, not an enhance moment? Obviously, losing this game would only ever enhance it and make it a bit more difficult. We'll sort of see on that side of things. But Wolves today, obviously, is a bit of a weird one as well, because last night I was on Twitter. I know it's a weird thing to do, to go on Twitter, the cesspit. And I come across an Instagram post that's been sort of reposted on Twitter from Matheus Cunha, really Wolves' main guy. And I don't really get it. Obviously, I think he signed a new deal, and the idea was, don't leave us in January. We'll give you a bit of a pay rise until the summer, and then we'll let you go in the summer. A lot of teams do it. I mean, Brighton did it with Basuma before he joined us. It's quite a common thing. We've done it with Bale and Modric. So he did it. And on the story, it's a picture of him in black and white. And it goes, "Time to be happy. I will follow my dreams, not yours. So stay cool." What an odd thing to post. Now, is that a case that his agent's been in contact with some clubs? They've gone to Wolves to say, hey, we've been in contact with Man United. They really want us. We really want that move. And them going, you won't be getting that move. I don't really get it, to be honest. I don't. It's like it's April 13th, lad. You're not moving for another, 6 to 8 weeks. The season's got a lot still to play for. I mean, we've got in the Premier League, how many games left? We've got 6 games left in the Premier League. Well, actually, sorry, we have 7 because obviously we haven't played. But in theory, 6 games after this weekend still left to play in the Premier League. Just focus on it to the end of the season, no? Or, maybe, obviously, look, maybe there's something going on behind closed doors, but he's a little bit wound up, which obviously that means he's going to come out today and score an absolute screamer against Spurs, and it will be typical. And it's what we do as a club, isn't it? We seem to get everyone's absolute best shot, and then you watch them the week after or the week before, and they're crap, and they give an awful performance, but we'll get the absolute best shot possible. It's always been like that as a Spurs fan. It's been like that for decades. So look, we'll see about Cunha. I would be shocked if he didn't start. Shocked. I mean, saying that, they're 12 points clear of the relegation zone. So will I be actually as shocked as maybe they put him on the bench and say, hey, we're going to teach you a lesson. We're going to teach you a lesson. You need to respect us. Maybe, I don't know. Could they? Please? So we'll sort of see. But even the Paul O'Keefe mole. Okay, fair enough. Morning, Sonia, by the way. Spurs, adventurous. Jazz, Nisika, how are we all? So look, we'll sort of see on that one. Now, obviously, looking ahead to the game today, it's a game that I don't go in with a ton of confidence, but I expect to have some changes. And like I sort of said it in the preview, this is a game that if you do make those sort of changes and you do sort of mix up the team, it's an opportunity for those players coming in to stake claim to maybe some minutes on Thursday night. I mean, Thursday night is really, obviously, we all know, massively important, but today is an opportunity to continue a little bit of momentum, get some minutes into players who maybe haven't played a lot recently, see more from what you have from youngsters, and sort of go from there. Seeing more from Pape Matar Sarr, seeing more from, Wilson Odobert and Matisse Tell, and seeing more from whoever else. It's an opportunity for those players who want those minutes in the week, go out there and absolutely tear it up. And look what happened. Johnson tore up against Southampton. He played in the week. If Tell or Odebert absolutely tear it up, they'll get minutes in the week coming up. So it's an opportunity for them. Obviously, I think I saw Alistair Gold predicted his team. It was Vic, Porro, Romero, Davies, Spence, Bissouma, Sarr, Maddison, Tell, Odebert, Solanke. I think that's what Alistair Gold sort of predicted. And I kind of can see that. Obviously, we talked about is the idea that Richarlison can give you some minutes, but obviously having had as much time out as he's had, it's probably unlikely. I was thinking, would they go the sort of Bissouma, Gray, Sarr midfield? But obviously, there's just no creativity between the three of those, so it's probably not the way they'd go. Surprised that Archie won't get any minutes, if I'm honest. Surprised he wouldn't get any minutes, but then a part of me also kind of recognises he has played a lot of football this season. It's not he's not, but obviously he's not played the football in the position where he should be playing. But then again, if you got Bissouma, Sarr, and Maddison, there's obviously a chemistry between the three of them. Because at the end of the day, we also shouldn't have this idea that let's just punt on this season. Oh, don't worry about it. Let's just only focus on Thursday night. It's still an opportunity. It's still an opportunity to continue to have a bit of momentum going into those games, but it's also just to stop embarrassment. To stop, right now Spurs are 15th. You're 15th with a plus 13 goal difference. It's just ridiculous. Obviously, the reason why we've dropped a position is because Everton won yesterday. They beat Forest quite late on, actually, I think. You win today. I don't know who Man United play. Who do Man United play? Actually, let's have a quick look. Newcastle away. Okay, so yeah, you should be expecting Man United to not pick up a win there. You win today, you go up into 13th. You then sit 3 points behind 11th, 5 points behind 10th. Hell, you'd be 8 points behind 8th. I'm just saying, I know 6 games to go. It's not a lot of football left, but I watched Brighton against Leicester. They were rubbish. They scored 2 penalties against Leicester. Obviously, Brentford got a good result yesterday away at Arsenal. Bournemouth are playing today, are they not? No, they're playing tomorrow against Fulham. So there you go. There could be an opportunity there. I'm obviously just trying to be a bit optimistic. It's just to keep my own sanity. But it's also, like I said, it's just to stop embarrassment. There's no need to be sitting where we're sitting in the league. But yeah, Thursday is where obviously the season really is. I expect changes today. I expect maybe 5, even 6 changes. I think we'll make a change of Ben Davies. I think we'll make a change of Jed Spence. These are players coming in, by the way. Davies and Spence. I'd expect 2 of the midfield, maybe. Alistair Gold's reckon Sarr and Bissouma, but combo between those two and Gray, you expect those changes. And then in the attack, Tellen Odebert does sound like a real shout, and I think that's probably the right way. So that's 6 changes. That is a bit of a wholesale change up to the team. I would also expect us to make smarter substitutions in this game. So looking at Christian Romero, it doesn't matter if you're 1-0 up or anything like that. I expect Romero to be changed at some point today. Romero to be changed and so on. Obviously, Romero wouldn't play today if Danso was fit. Big old Kev. So, yeah, Romero to be changed at some point today. He won't get a full 90. I don't think he should as well. Solanke, I expect to get minutes, maybe 60 minutes from Solanke and then half an hour from Richie. And then Maddison as well. I expect all 3 of those to get swapped out 60th minute sort of thing. Regardless of the situation, we as much as I do want to get up the league table, and there's an opportunity that you could, there is. You do also have a situation where you're like, Thursday's Thursday, if you know what I mean. And I think Ange is sort of aware. Listening to some of Ange's quotes, I think he is aware that his team selection is an ode towards Thursday. Jazz says Eddie Howe was in hospital last night. Was he? Leicester got a draw. I was very surprised. Yeah, no, yeah. Brighton missed sitter after sitter after sitter. Ange needs to find the balance between making changes, giving others a go, and carrying out a rhythm for Thursday so people can keep their pants on when the lineup comes out. Yeah, I think that's fair, to be fair, Nasika. I think he needs to find the balance of Thursday is pretty damn important. And I think, players like Mickey van der Ven and Destiny Doggy, you get those guys out, they're a bit more injury prone, or in Destiny's case, obviously picking up cramp, have them on the bench, like break glass in case of emergency sort of thing. But not having them features massive. You still factor in Thursday night, you got to fly, that's obviously taxing on the body and things like that. So you factor all those sort of things as well. But like the actual team into itself is the ones that you're expecting to be getting big minutes on Thursday. You need at some point to cap those minutes today, regardless of the result. Is Odobert fit? Well, it was on the bench. He was on the bench Thursday. Don't listen to the moles, but he's on the bench Thursday. Could you see Kulu off the bench given some minutes? No, Kulu will not be okay for today. He has been training. So here's some good updates on Kulusevski. He has been training. He's been training with the first team, I believe, but I think today will come too soon. They expect him to get minutes in the week, but he won't be starting in the week, supposedly. Now, that could be just a case that Ange is playing games with everyone, and I don't mind that. If he goes, I don't think Kulu's going to start in the week, and then boom, Kulu's on the team sheet on Thursday, and you go, he's played games with us, which, fine. But I don't think he will. I think, having had... he'll probably be out for about 4 to 6 weeks in terms of the whole time he'd have been out. Because he was out about this time last month, I believe, something like that. I can't remember exactly the date, but he would have been out for about a month. I think probably half an hour off the bench Thursday night. He'd have had time to train with the first team. I could see that. Yeah. Wolves manager already said he won't start. They won 3-3 when he was suspended, so the manager said it's fair to keep the same team without him. Oh, well, there we go. Well, Cunha's on the bench. It's not a bad guy to bring off the bench. I really don't think major changes will help us now. Although the result wasn't what was needed, the performance is decent, and we need momentum. Shatter player changes only for me. Yeah, I think that's my thinking as well. Like in Destiny's case with Cramp, change him up. Mickey, obviously, having had as much time injured this year, don't run him into the ground. You've got Ben Davies there. He's all right for now. Obviously, you would hope Romero is going to get some time off as well, but it is what it is on that side of things. And then you would think Solanke's going to get some minutes given away today. Like he needs a bit of a break. He came out from injury and was playing 90 minutes 3 times a week again. So for him, it would be nice if we can get him, 30 minutes of rest. Maddison as well. We need to be wary of him. Let's not give him a full 90 today. We'll sort of see from that. We'll sort of see from that. Obviously, there's a situation where if you could get some rest towards Pedro Porro, maybe, or what Jed Spence, whatever, and Archie Gray might help him fill out there. Maybe you do that, and I'm not saying that he starts there, but I'm just saying like maybe 60, 70, 80 minutes. Try and get them a few minutes rest. Could be the play. Gibbo reckons Van der Ven, Adogi, Bergval, Bentancur will all be changed with Madison, Solanke, and Son all coming off around the 60. So left back, left centre back, 2 centre mid changes. I don't think Son will start today. I think Son's on the bench. I think Tell starts ahead of him. And then Madison, Solanke. Yeah, I think Madison, Solanke both start, but I think they get rotated out, 60th minute-ish. I think everyone kind of agrees with, even Alistair Gold, it kind of agrees with the situation on the team for today. So, yeah, interesting. So I missed something there. Love to see Mikey again. You never know. Could see Werner come on. Oh, yeah, I forgot about old Timo. Yeah. Our season's crap enough as it is. Now we have Dan Moles to worry about as well. Only at our club does SH1T hit the fan so much. Man United would argue that they might beat you on the amount of crap that hits the fan. They've got moles and a lot of them inside the club. They've had them for absolute years. Yeah. Would Scarlett get a game or brought on as a sub? Might get some sub minutes, but Richie being back, you want to try and get some Richie minutes, try and get him some minutes in his legs because obviously on Thursday night he might be really needed. I know he had how many did Spurs versus old Frankie? How many minutes did Richie get in this game? Let's have a quick look. He only got a handful. Yeah, he got like I can't remember how many. Oh, there was 3 minutes added on, wasn't there? There was 3 minutes added on, which was a joke in itself. It should have been more. And he came on in the 88. So he got 5 minutes in the week. So he needs to be giving you 25, 20 minimum today, in my opinion. Get him some minutes, get him some sharpness. Because on Thursday night, you might need a goal. It'd be good with him coming in, maybe even if he, hey, he didn't even score today, but if he gets like an assist, you know, or a pass to an assist sort of thing, getting that, confidence as well back in the body is massive. So we'll sort of see. I'm still thinking Wolves might get us. They might scalp us 2-1. But I think 2-2 is probably where I'm going to be. I think defensively, I don't think we'll be... I think defensively will be all right, but I expect Romero to be subbed off, and that's when the question marks hit. So I'll sort of see on that one. But I think 2-2 for today would be my shout. We'll sort of see on what the team sheet really looks like. I'm fascinated. Obviously, we'll go live later after the game to do the review of the game. So make sure you join us there. Just after the game, have a quick look on YouTube. Normally, I put something out, but I won't give as much time for YouTube to notify you that I will be going live in half an hour. Normally, I give it like 15 minutes and do it live, get it done, and enjoy the rest of my afternoon. But look, I will speak to you all then. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. Go and enjoy the rest of your mornings, your afternoons, your evenings, wherever you're in the world. And I'll see you after the game. We can talk Wolves and hope we talk a win. Oh, don't worry about Gons, mate. But yes, Jazz F1. I'll see you in the Discord for that. Take care, everyone. Peace.